We is?
No, we can't.
Oh, cut the lights off.
They say we lied, though. Yeah. Are you gonna scream when you say it?
Man, sis, this!
Alright, there we go.
You already know we here, baby.
Yeah.
Came out 2% time. If you here, then you count 2% time. Like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share.
I want to see your grandmama here this weekend.
Wow. My team got that good salad. My team so wild.
Yo, if she ain't got that little secret off like that, she can't make no damn potato salad, fam.
Like where the fuck you hang?
Ain't that there?
Nigga, who dance is this? Nigga, who plan is this?
Yeah.
You move the grams just like this. You get them grams just like this. Now you can't stand us.
Yo, if you here, man, like, share, invite your peoples.
Yo, shit, they
We finna get cracking in a minute.
4 men like 6. With each bar I spit. Then I dive in your bitch. Man, like he's so sick. When he on that pro shit. Like when he on there, like shit. Yeah, like
Got Shayla in the building. We got Monica in the building.
You forgot about that.
I'm not counting.
It'll be the last thing you do. Man, I would not lose. Man, I would not lose.
Why you the best, nigga? I'm just over here admiring you.
Like to share. Invite your mama, your uncle, your cousin, your auntie with the fat ass.
What up, Jill? Shit.
Come on, take a ride with the friends.
Alright, I only see 7 people up in here, man. Where everybody at, man? You said 4-ish. You said 4-ish.
Switch up the flow. Halftime hold, better switch up your goals. A little more God, better switch up your growth. Break a white blue, switch up your slows. Never been ranked in your top 10. With somebody to switch up your
Keep
clothes.
your big ass still.
Nah, man, I just learned how to tap dance last week, man.
Come to Bill Cosby challenge shit.
Challenge, go ahead.
Challenge! Nah, nigga, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm liking in the air and then fighting.
You can't have no fun?
Ain't no fun, nigga. It's work.
Can't argue with that.
Better bet on black.
Shout out.
And everything I say, hashtag facts. And yeah, I got some haters, but I ain't never seen them. I must be winning shit. All you can do is feel me. And you still trying to pull your chair up. Under the flare up. Was always somebody's house ring. Now every week they wanna tune in. Names wanna clean them. Talk about, yeah, that's my best friend.
Go, best friend. That's my best friend.
Go, best friend. That's my best friend. The cash.
Chill, nigga.
Okay.
I directed this show.
Oh.
Keep inviting.
I didn't know you was directing. I'm sorry, sir.
I'm the creative director. You see the shit in the credits.
What up, Mike?
Whose man is this?
Call that man fatties.
Keep the book. What up, niggas?
Greetings and salutations.
How y'all doing? And guess what? We are back.
Yeah.
Like your neighbor, after tax money has depleted and she's selling them food stamps again. It is. The troll you love to hate, the fat nigga that your baby mama used to date. And by date, I mean she used to ask me for $40 after we had sex all the time. I ain't got it. Right next to me is the coolest kid in the slow class, the darkest light-skinned nigga I know.
That's right.
Man.
Let's go.
And my nigga, he ain't y'all niggas. He don't like y'all niggas. He anti-social. It is Mr. Send the Invoice himself, Young Cashmere in the box.
What's up?
He's on time.
Andy on the white couch.
We have the lovely Davita with us, our co-host today. Are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing?
We living.
Yeah.
Greetings and salutations.
I'm fresh back from Florida. I got a tan.
I'm gonna leave that one alone, man. I'm not going in on that right now, man. Now I'm gonna let you live on that one.
Ask the question.
Live on that one. Huh?
I said ask.
Ask my question?
The random question.
Oh, the random question. That's what you asked, but want me to ask about your tan.
Nah,
so you do look a little like me.
Yeah.
Look at
a
him.
little golden Cubano
Hey,
brown.
can you tighten up? You tighten up the light on his side. He's a little darker this week. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Move the lights in.
What up, Tiger Dave?
Shouts out to Flint Water in store soon.
So random ass question, right? If we come to you like this right here, I want when I hit you with the random ass question, I need an answer. That's what we're gonna do. All right. So put your answer in the chat. So here we go, right? So chick been curving you, right? You know what I'm saying? She a little pregnant now, and you've been crushing on her for a while before she got pregnant. So she finally hit you with the inbox back, like, what's good for the night? Is you gonna go over there and we used to hit the gas on it? Or we gonna pass on it?
Smash or gas? Check out the what I got right there.
What you got?
I want a production gonna get mad.
I don't think that's a
so
problem.
what he's asking is pregnant pussy okay if it ain't your baby?
It's not your baby in the oven now.
I want to know if you smashing or passing.
Smashing or passing.
Cash. Answer that for us real quick.
Cash gonna be quiet.
This nigga thinking.
Cash freeze? He said, I never freeze.
Cash. This nigga act like he refused.
There you go. All right.
Stop. Oh, see, but use my word.
I want to clear it up, but I'm gonna answer the question. I'm gonna let everybody else go. I'm smashing.
What? Well, you gotta clear it up though.
Right. It's a lot of questions that need to be asked.
Yeah.
You need some background information.
I have been in this situation one time. And y'all already know what life did, so I don't even gotta answer the question. How they say? Everybody say Rosewood, big baby gonna shoot.
Well, I like to take the time to say I refuse to answer any questions on the grounds that it may incriminate me. Let's go.
All right. So, you know, from a lady's point of view, there wasn't, when I was pregnant with my first son, I worked in a restaurant. And everybody got a little work crush. So I was pregnant, but he was still interested.
He had a thing.
He was. But
some people have fetishes.
I don't know. It's like, baby girl, your vagina is about to be traumatized. Please sit down somewhere. It's okay to take a break. It's okay.
It's okay. I mean, my whole thing is.
Hold up, you hesitate. Why you hesitate? Say it.
I mean, somebody be traumatized. There ain't shit we could do worse than that 8-pound, 5-ounce baby.
Right. Right. But tell the truth though, like pregnant sex is good sex though. It is.
From a marriage standpoint, I'll say yes.
Absolutely.
Anything other than that, I plead the fifth.
Hey, I refuse to answer any questions on the grounds that may incriminate me.
Hey, read the disclosure.
Nah, we ain't doing it.
He said he got to read it for you.
Damn. How many minutes we into the show? It's like 2 minutes into the show.
To talk about it.
Let's go.
Damn. Hey, man, we ain't here about affiliates hold zero responsibility for the outcomes as a result of ourselves or the show. Cash.
Talk your shit.
Let's do it.
All right, man, I'm gonna talk some cash shit. Like, so for me, like, a lot of people y'all might not know, but I'm like a huge
vagina fan?
Advocate. I'm a huge advocate for children. Like I love procreation, I love children. So like when I see like a pregnant woman, I think that's a beautiful thing. Like it's magic. Like the way that you about to create life, that shit's like amazing to me. So like I always try to make sure that anytime there's anybody carrying a child around me, that I make sure that individual feels special. Sometimes that can end up being a little bit more than what I bargained for, but I don't start nothing I can't finish. So if it go there, then it go there. If it don't, then it don't. Like if you just want to do a little date, go to the movies because your man's ain't around, that's cool. But if it flourishes into something more beautiful, then let it be.
I feel like as a woman, it's always going to be some extra because, you're dealing with a woman. Not only is she pregnant, hormones is raging. You asking, you jumping into something, I don't know. You asking for a monster. She calling you. No.
So, hey, if they laying there after sex, right, is it okay for her to put her hand on the belly with the dude and be like, hey, feel the baby kick? Is it okay for her to do that?
Oh, he angry. You riled him up. Hey, you riled him up.
Is it okay for him to? I'm just saying, she be like,
so production want to know. Hold the question up. Let me rack some.
You can hold the question up.
What did it say?
Huh?
What the question they want us to ask?
Oh, the original question? Oh, my question.
She said it was saying like if a man had so if I had a woman pregnant and it was okay to go ahead and get the goods up to me, ain't it?
That's the question.
Yeah, if I got like I had a baby mama pregnant, and I said, okay, the beat out there working the waitress job, you ain't pregnant, but I got a baby on the way, and I said, hey, what's popping? Is you gonna smash or is you gonna pass? And I got the baby on the way.
Oh, so you pregnant?
No, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
But you
confused me with the question.
Nigga, I can confuse you without the question.
I don't know. It's like women have so much power. At the end of the day, it's up to the woman.
Right.
Is you trying to let him smash or are you gonna let him pass? Really? I mean,
the power. The power's always in the woman's hand. So
let me say
you don't want to get me too.
So there was this shorty right since high school.
Okay, we get story time, y'all. I was like, gather around.
I was zoomed in on it. You know what I'm saying? Zoomed in on it.
She finally hit you back.
She's like, and I was just all the friends all around. I was smashing all day, all the friends, everything. So then, we graduated, went to college and things like that. Then a little thing called Facebook was introduced. And she came back and hollered at me in the inbox type thing, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's what's popping. And so we went to go see I think a concert or something like that. It was out of town, and so we was on the way there, and I was noticing, I was like, shorty got the little beer belly, but you know what I'm saying? I don't care, the ass still fat. And so when we get to the room, I twist up, you know what I'm saying? I get ready to spark, and she was like, you can't smoke around me. I'm pregnant. I still smashed though.
Wow. So that answers the question for life.
Yeah.
God, man.
The room paid for.
Y'all
concert paid for.
So ain't nobody answer my question though, man. If the after sex, you done smashed already, right? And it's not your baby in the oven. And she said, "Oh, the baby kicked it." And she grabbed your hand. And you gonna touch it?
I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna scope it.
You gonna touch it? No, that's not your baby.
Name that baby Williams.
It's not your baby, man. Now you crossing the line. Now you crossing the line.
Can you drop them off to the next morning?
No, Cash, help me, man. I know you agree with me. That's not your baby in the oven. You can't touch that. You cannot supposed to be touching the belly.
No, wait. Pause. That's false. Because here's the thing. Like, I'm coming from a place of peace, and I'm coming from a place of positivity. So when I'm touching your stomach, as long as that's positive energy and peace, like you on some peaceful shit, like, hey, the baby kicked, like this is a joyous occasion. Yeah, that's cool. If you on some, hey, feel this little nigga baby, like you trying to disrespect.
I play you.
Hold up, man. Forget that, man. David, I know you agree with me. I see your head shaking. You agree with me, right?
I don't know. Those
type, sis. Let's go to the chat real quick. So the tail says, "Hell no."
Yeah, you don't touch that baby, man. That's not your baby, man. She was nice enough to let you in. You say thank you, and then it's time to leave. She actually touched the baby.
Abby Sue says William is so scummy. True statement.
Yo,
look, y'all look happy family.
You were potentially hitting and quitting a pregnant woman?
I didn't say that. I said I'm laying there with her. I'm just not touching.
Day by day, the chivalry dies with this man.
I'm not touching your baby in your belly.
At least I would drop her off to the OBGYN.
Hold up.
That's how you
it gets weird at that point. I'm sorry. It gets weird.
I would have dropped her ass off to the OBGYN. Get your checkup. Tell them I already went in there and checked everything.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm not getting if the rules were laid that after I hit, I got to touch the baby afterwards in her belly, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
Listen, that topic is in the books. But
but chat, Cash, feel free to keep commenting on that.
Keep going in, Cash. All right, before we move on, man, I wouldn't be a friend. If I didn't help address something for Fridge, man. Okay. So recently, Fridge has been a little bit uncomfortable about the amount of strange men that's been staring him in the face.
Right.
Probably because of the vibe he gives off. So then he asked me and Cass, like, how long is it too long to make eye contact with a man? And both me and Cass instantly said, about a split second. You know what I'm saying? That was our answer. We didn't hesitate. We pretty much typed it at the same time. Jameer then says 8 seconds. He says 8 seconds is too long.
At the time, I didn't realize how long 8 seconds.
So I want you to put the timer on, Cass.
Y'all put the timer. Everybody look at their watch.
I'm about to stare this nigga in the eyes for 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
I mean, 8 seconds.
You trying to get me pregnant?
Basically 8 minutes.
You trying to get me pregnant? Stop it.
Listen.
All right, 8 seconds. You ready?
8 seconds. Tell me when the timer go.
I don't think we gonna last 8 seconds.
Nigga, you already know you premature.
Definitely not last 8 seconds.
Y'all ready?
I'm already looking at you. Why you ain't looking at me?
Because I don't want to look at you.
Look me in the eyes. Like.
All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2,
first ever
1.
in history.
Go.
I don't like it. I don't like it, son.
Yo,
keep
so
on
yes,
staring now. 8 seconds.
That's just awful.
No, I can't do it.
8 seconds.
No.
All right, so if a grown man stares you in the eye longer than a half a second, man, you need to go ahead and leave the room, man.
No.
This nigga intentions ain't right.
Like,
we ain't any of our social responsibility for
like
the outcome.
How brown this nigga's eyes was.
That's the problem. That's the problem right there. When a nigga tell me, I ain't never noticed, but you got like a little, like, your eyes are kind of, I'm like, nigga, why you looking me in my eyes, man?
I don't like.
See,
none of
I
that.
appreciate life. I know this man my whole life. He ain't never looked me in my eyes for real, man. I got like a little brown tint in my eyes if you really look hard.
Yeah. This is wrong. Yo.
And it works in my favor.
Yo. Let's keep it moving, son.
It's holiday season, bitch.
Like a mixtape.
Share it.
So we don't gotta say we don't own the right. Y'all niggas want this shit again? My legal team already looked that up.
Peter just here to laugh.
The cocaine with Drake, so it's been a night. She calling and late. The cameras was on us, we walking so late. No boo for dinner, got shark on my plate. Just come in my room, I am not trying to
that you gave me.
Just send me that back, pick a date. And used to the sauce, take that hoe out the race. Get money, fuck bitches, and get out.
This could be your song if you wasn't such a broke nigga.
Back.
Shout out to the chat. The realest chat in the planet.
The cocaine with Drake, your bitch been a night. She calling and late. The cameras was on us, we walking so late.
Make sure you like and share it, baby.
Just come to my
Like
room, I
your
am not
friends.
trying to date. Trying to book me, just send me that back, pick a date. She ain't used to the sauce, kick that hoe out the race. Get money, fuck bitches, and get out the way. The streets on these, please just put out a tape. Gorillas and Louis don't get too much bait. It's not my CD, but I got too much cake. Your shit not gonna work, bro, you got too much hate. That jealousy came from you, watch me get paid. Plot on niggas, I'ma watch them for days. My got a rover, but you not in my race. Nothing you more nervous than buying cocaine. Audemars face, the cocaine with Drake.
Nobody grandmama comment. Yeah, what's good? I know your grandmama.
Yo, Gene, make sure you invite your granny.
I got shark on my plate. Just come to my room, I am not trying to date. Trying to book me, just send me that back, pick a date.
Go ahead and accept your aunt's friend.
Get money, fuck bitches, and get out the way. I'm only thinking about how much I can make. Take a trip and be right back in the day. I'm getting money, can't react off the hate. Don't care about how you knew me back in the day. Never thought that I'd be packing out shows. Don't get too close, this shit strapped on my waist. Back on the road and get back with the bros. Thinking I wanna purge with no mask on my face. All on my face, the cocaine with Drake. Your bitch been a night, she calling and late.
I got a cousin that sends me a friend request every week.
For dinner, got
You
shit
can
on my
get your
plate.
password. So last time I said, hey man, what's your password?
Just send me that back, pick a date. Ain't used to the stuff.
Someone write it down.
Get money, fuck bitches, and get out the way.
Write it down.
She never had no for dinner. I just got some dome in the sprinter. So
All right. Cut that shit. Wagwan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We are on the This Is America topic of the week. And we're speaking about stand your ground law. We really wanted to get into it last week, but we had to talk about that young lady about the daycare. And for those of you who don't know what stand your ground law is basically if you feel like your life is in danger, you can take another person's life. And not even be charged. Some extreme cases you'll be charged, but you have to prove that you are
malicious,
in danger. Yeah. And it just seems like it's just another green light to hang. I mean, to murder black men and women and all alike. So we're gonna go ahead and Davida, kick us off. What do you think about this, man? I mean, like, what's your thoughts on it?
So my thoughts are, I have young children, and I tell my kids all the time, keep your hands to yourself. Don't want no problems. Like, I don't know. It's simple as you got a problem with somebody, use your words, communicate it. You don't have to touch nobody because, like you said, we're in a stand your ground state. There's a lot of other states that's a stand your ground state. Now, the opposite to that would be a state that requires you to retreat. Just like Joseph in the Bible. I got to get out of here, but that's not what it is. So if you feel threatened at all, the law says that you can take somebody else's life because you felt threatened. But you got to read, you got to know your laws, because if you do live in a stand your ground state like we are right here in South Carolina, keep your hands to yourself. Don't be pushing people. No, because immediately you're in the wrong. It might not be right that's the law, but it's the law. So no, you conflict with somebody. I would have put the kids in the car. Babe, I got this. You get in the car. The son, do you have a problem? Let's talk about it. What's going on? Oh, you want me to move? We was about to leave anyway.
Yeah.
Babe probably had something at the house. We was about to leave anyway. This whole situation, it just spiraled out of control. It's unnecessary.
Very much so.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
So unnecessary.
And yeah, I mean, just to piggyback off of that, I was in Florida for about a week, and I just recently we had an altercation. I was standing off in the Universal off to the side, and
at a theme park.
Yeah,
it was at a theme park.
Yeah. Me and my oldest son and my youngest son was there, and a white man, I guess, he got into it with my wife, and he didn't assess the situation on what was going on, and didn't see that she was with somebody, I guess, and all I could hear was them going back and forth. So what I told him was, I was just like, yo, if you don't want to get this shit slapped out of you, turn around. Because I already know my wife. I can't contain her at that time. She's pissed off because she felt like because he was white, he could talk to her any kind of way. And he looked at me, he looked at my oldest son, who's 15 going on 16, and he turned around. So I feel like, no, it is a green light to murder us, particular, right? Because they're threatened, they're scared of us. Our complexion is scared of us because of the monsters that they created. So it's a green light to say, oh yeah, you get to murder them, right?
Right.
So it got to be up to us to be able to, like you said, use our words first. But my whole thing is, he could not have been in fear of his life because this man did come in hot, right?
Right.
Pushed his ass down, seen that he flopped like a rag doll, and he did not further advance.
Right.
And in the most recent case, he did not further advance. But he got shot dead in front of his son. It's just ridiculous. I think that shit needs to be reevaluated. He needs to be charged. Like if I'm getting stomped on, if I'm getting hit on, or if he brandishes a weapon, then okay. The rest of that is just bullshit.
Cash.
So
where you at?
Go ahead, Cash.
Here's where I'm at, because I've taken some self-defense classes and some gun classes and gun safety law classes and things like that, and it's kind of like a double-edged sword. So I do feel like that any law that is passed is a continuation of the green light to keep people down. More importantly, the people that's closer to my complexion. But with that being said, if you have a gun to protect your life and your life has to be in danger in order for you to use it, that's where I kind of disagree with things, because I'm not going to wait until you're stomping on me to pull my gun. Like, right. My life is more important than that, because one wrong kick can end it. One wrong punch can end it. There's people that have died from being knocked out and they never wake up. I'm not going to let you get that far. If I feel like it's an altercation that's about to get physical, I'm not finna get physical. I'm going to shoot you, and that's it. Now, what I do believe is that there are instigators out there that will instigate an altercation and then try to use an altercation in which they instigated to try to say, I felt like my life was in danger. No, you put yourself in danger. And that's something that I don't do. I don't put myself in danger. I always navigate through the avenues and whatever is going on. I stay away from large bodies of people because I don't get along with people and I move different. Like I live in the state of Tennessee. It's a gun happy city. Like they feel in my state, your house, your car, your vehicle is an extension of your house. So you don't even need a license to have a gun in your car where I'm at. So you can have a gun in your car, and that's the same laws in your vehicle as it is protecting yourself in your house. So you can have a gun, period. You don't even have to be of age. So it's a lot different out here. There's a lot of cowboys out here. So a lot of people try to, go crazy with the gun stuff. But you gotta know the laws, but also you just gotta know people, period. If somebody trying to start some shit with me, unless it's somebody I want to kill, I'm gonna ignore it. Unless I feel like killing you, I'm going to ignore you completely. If I don't ignore you, then that's when you should be afraid because I'm going to kill you. Like, plain and simple. And that's the mindset you have to be in now, not even as people of color or however dark your skin is, just people, period, because it's only one more time for that stand your ground shit to pop off to everybody starts to get involved, and it's going to start impacting everyone.
Well, the one thing that has to happen is a black man has to shoot a white man and get off on it.
It's about to happen. What I'm saying is it's about to happen. Like, for sure, it's about to happen. The delay is that our understanding of the law is always behind the ball. We don't figure it out until we're in court. We don't understand the law until we're in court. But we've seen enough cases to where someone has a general idea and they're going to go test it. But it's about to happen.
All right, so I just want to quick weigh in too on the stand your ground shit, man. Like, cause I'm real emotionally attached to it. Like, and what I mean when I say that is, for me, I don't understand how both parties don't get that same law. Like, and I'm gonna use that George Zimmerman Trayvon situation. Trayvon, as a young man, ran, he hid, and at the end of the day, he stood his ground in order to defend himself against what he felt like was an attacker. So how come George Zimmerman got that rule and Trayvon didn't get it? Because of course the color of his skin, I believe. But for me, I feel like that rule itself should be thrown out altogether. Like, because both parties technically can say they were standing their ground. So how do you even justify who was correct in that situation? So that's my point on that. I don't really got a point on it. I just got like a statement.
So Cash, you think they should throw it out or revamp it?
Well, see, here's the thing. To Fred's point is this: in a stand your ground moment, it's giving both people the license to kill. If you're the one that ended up dead, then that's on you. As fucked up as that sound, that's really how the law is set. It's not like, because there's never a situation where someone's life is in danger and the other one isn't.
So Trayvon would have beat George Zimmerman to death, then you think he would be free right now?
Would have killed George Zimmerman with the fire on, because if you kill him physically, like choking him or punching him, that's different because it takes more steps to get to death. With a lethal weapon, it's just one trigger pull and then they're dead. And so that's where you have like a different leeway. But to your point, of course, we know the color of his skin, so of course he would have been tried, he would have been in court, and with the right legal team, he would have been able to use the stand your ground as precedents to be all right, this case needs to be thrown out because my life was in danger. But at the end of the day, like, there's always gonna be a prejudice, there's always gonna be a privilege that's never going away, ever. Like, even if the clock hand switches and we get the privilege because we've been underprivileged, it's always going to be a privilege. There's always going to be a double standard. So I think that the law doesn't need to go away. I think that what we need to do as people is educate everyone on the law, and there needs to be classes given for free so we can understand where we're at. Because if you're in a state like that and you don't like that shit, then move. Like, be in a safer place that don't support bullshit like that. Like, you got to get out of that place. It's just like when we knew that we were being slaughtered like pigs in the South, everybody fled north. We got to do the same thing, and we got to move out of states that's trying to put our lives in danger. That's putting a green light on
this country, man. Let's go to the chat real quick and see what's happening here. Okay, real quick.
Good point, Cash.
But yeah, definitely valid. All valid points from everybody. It says, stand your ground for the wrong person means shoot at will. Stand as cops saying that they, same as cops saying that they felt their lives is threatened. Yeah. Gene says, dead man can't speak, so it's his words against George Zimmerman. So they're talking about George Zimmerman. You know what I'm saying? Latrell says, in South Carolina, I avoid conflict because I'm a huge man and I don't need anyone thinking that my skin tone and my size means it's open season on me. And that's what's wrong right now. Before we move on, and that's what's wrong. We're dangerous to them because they fear us, but everything that they fear is something that they created in their mind. And by they, I mean the majority leaders of society right now. And I remember they wanted to make marijuana illegal back in the 20s or 30s, and they said the reason why they made it illegal is because black men would get high and rape white women.
Yeah, that was literally the slogan.
Yeah,
for marijuana when it was protesting, saying
black and Hispanics would get high and rape women. So, so it just got to be put to a stop and an end and a halt. The video's a little quiet. I know we were talking over you. Give you your last 2 cents, and then we're gonna keep it moving. It's sad. I know we could talk on this all day.
It's real somber right now.
Yeah. I agree with Cash. You know, if you don't like where you're living, if you don't feel safe, move. There's nothing like sometimes we get so comfortable in where we at. It's okay to move. You know, sometimes getting out of your current situation, get a fresh eyes on life, you know, just, yeah. If your life really feels threatened, stand your ground. I don't care if you're black. Don't be scared to stand your ground because you feel like, you know, the laws are against you. No, you know, it's a new day and time for black people. Whether you realize it or not, you know, we used to be the outsiders, but if you look closely, we're becoming the insiders. So know your laws, read, do your research, know where you're living at and what the law is saying about, you know, your rights. As simple as that. And use them to your advantage.
Yeah, it's deep out there, man. I want everybody to protect themselves and just think about it, man. And just be smart, man. Sometimes you gotta think before you react. But let's go ahead and liven it up just for a second so we can switch to the next one. Because niggas
I caught something getting real deep, bro.
Yeah,
what's good, Cash?
My AC on my ceiling crack.
That is music. I think he said he want to say one more thing.
Oh, okay, my bad. Go ahead, because production was saying.
No, you good. I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. So, for me, this is a real life thing. I lived in St. Louis, Missouri. When St. Louis was on the #1 list for murder rate 3 years in a row, I left. I said, I'm not gonna stay here. I left and I moved to El Paso, Texas. I lived in El Paso, Texas, right up until the time where the cartel started going crazy in Juarez. I left because the shit started coming over the border. I went to Charleston. It was rated like top 10 safest city. And then some people started being killed and some cop things happened. And where y'all see me now? I left. I went to Tennessee. Like, not everybody moves like that, but you gotta, for me, I'm trying to raise kids. I'm trying to have a future. And I don't need none of that shit going on when I'm not around. And so that's how I move.
All right.
Get smart, get safe.
Like my back count 100 racks. Smoke killer.
Relationship.
Yeah.
That's two different things.
I pull up in that black on black. Smoke killer.
We talking sex relationships next, y'all. So don't leave. Slow intermission.
You're gonna get banned for making up words real soon.
We gonna mess around and make up the wrong word and
Like and
offend
share
somebody.
that shit. Like and share that shit. Invite your people.
That's the vision. Speeding and I'm finna crash.
You said it 10 times already. I'm gonna say it 10 times.
And my wheels give out. These backwoods burn slow. Like my bills to shout. When the people come for you, they gon' steal your house.
Y'all say hi to Young Buddha.
They gon' fill you
Young
out.
Buddha the God in the building.
Fuck up your count.
Oh no.
They can bounce back when you out.
Still looking to see somebody auntie comment inside there. You know my auntie is somebody.
I want to see her with the side picture of when she put her hand over her stomach. She ain't want nobody to know. Girl, look at that stomach, Joe.
Where the cookout beer picture at? That's what I want to see.
We ain't yet.
Invite your uncle on the grill. You know he on the grill.
Damn ugly leather sandals. Just ass ankles. Shit.
I pull up in that black on black, smoking killer.
Let's go.
My AC on my ceiling crack.
Tell you trying to give away kids, man?
Yeah.
I need to know what's up with that comment real quick. Anybody need 2 gentle used kids? What's up with that comment, man?
Once upon a time, I was in the field, nigga. Wartime, really kill, nigga. Gunfire, shooting out civilians, nigga. Young wild police gonna deal with you. Not too many still living, so I gotta paint it real vivid.
I think everybody already got enough kids already.
Surprised that I'm here, nigga. No,
Anybody want this water?
You cannot post your kids in the comments. You ain't taking no kids.
Fly like a leer, nigga.
Anybody want this lightsaber like that?
Spend time out in Paris.
Yeah, when we gonna start that?
All right. Everybody, pick it up. Cheer up.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right. Everybody, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath through your nose. Let it out your mouth.
Man, yeah, those social topics, man,
Woo!
gets kind of heated sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes it just makes it real, like, dark.
So what we want to know is,
Okay.
2-part question, as always. Sometimes you get the best out. What are your deal breakers in relationships, and how do you break up? You already know who we want to hear from first.
Cash.
Smear. This is your expertise topic. Let's hear what some of your weird ass, freaky ass deal breakers are. Cause I'm sure it's something like she can't eat asparagus before she gets in the bedroom or some shit like that.
Damn.
Nah, man. It's hard for me because I don't really have like situational deal breakers. Well, no, I take it back. My deal breakers are situation based, not principle. It's all about principle. Like one time, I broke up with someone because I had worked all week. This is like my first day on this when I was working for T-Mobile. And you know they work us like slaves, but they pay us good. So I guess that's cool. And I was playing the game, right? And she cooked breakfast and she was like, come eat. And I'm like, I'm not hungry right now. So I eat later. And she was like, if you don't come eat this food, I'm gonna throw this shit away. And I'm like,
wow.
Oh, wow, sis.
Nigga, you was on your last leg. She was finna get rid of you.
Look, bro, I'm like, look, you ain't pay for none of the food in the refrigerator. I didn't ask you to cook breakfast. I appreciate the gesture, but I'll eat it. I'm getting ready.
Tired of your shit.
So, yeah, I had to
throw this food away. Your ass is getting kicked out.
So basically, that's what I told her. I said, if you throw the food away, you're no longer welcome in my house again. And if you're not welcome in my house, you're not welcome in my life. And she threw the food away, and we broke up.
Damn, she didn't give a fuck about
She wanted to leave, bro.
She looking for an excuse, man.
You sure you was a whole nut girl, R. Kelly hostage?
Listen,
No,
She was what it sounded like.
been like, if you wear one more mismatched sock in this bitch, I'm gonna throw these socks away. And then you would have been like, if you throw my socks away.
Because for me, it was like, of course, you know, it was one of those situations where she tried to turn it on me and make me think I was overreacting and things like that. But it's like, nah, there's people starving and you throwing food away. Like, and you ain't taking none of this shit. Like, that shit's not cool for me at all. Like, nah.
That'd be old shit. Hey, Cash, you ever fuck on the first date?
Ooh.
With her? No,
Yeah.
that wasn't one that I fucked on the first date. I pulled a U. I had like a 2-month span of time where I got to know her. We went on our first date. We actually went to a Ronald Isley concert. It was a Erykah Badu. Valentine's Day. Yeah, we did a lot of fridge type shit. Opened the door for her and everything.
What about you, DeVito?
She still was crazy. My
What's
bad.
some of your home deal breakers?
All right. So one time I met somebody. And they like they always wanted to like go somewhere, take a trip, whatever. And you know, I got 3 kids. So I'm not always available. And I never forget. I called them, I dropped off my kids to their father, and I laid down, I took a nap. And I woke up from my nap and I needed that nap. Like it was a good nap. I called them.
Don't ruin the relationship for damn
No,
naps.
they cussed me out. They cussed me out. They was like, yo, you never fucking available. Da, 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 da. First of all, what y'all gotta understand is I was just fine before I met you. Like I was okay. Like I'm cool. So okay, that and like hips on a man, absolutely not. I'm talking about hips and ass. I got enough ass for myself. I don't want your hips and ass.
Fair. Fridge is a little hippie.
I'm sorry. Who said stank breath? Look, don't be like, hey, your breath
Did you
is
check out my
stank.
motherfucking hips?
Now you know what they called you growing up.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Put your head down. Keep it moving.
Who hips on no man? Yeah.
Man. When he be bringing up old stuff, man.
What about you?
Huh?
Frigidar?
Man, I broke up with somebody because of their laugh one time.
Damn.
Yo, I was and it was on some like, you know, I was making her laugh too much, and she was doing like the whole like knee snapping, and but she just laughed too hard, man. I don't know if she was faking it. She might have been faking it. I don't know.
You a funny looking nigga, so.
Like, this is what happened. Fridge was like, man,
You want funny or
I
something?
was like, man, that ain't that funny.
I don't know, man.
You a favor by laughing.
I think my deal breaker is I don't like ungrateful people. That's it. If you're ungrateful, I can't fuck with you. How many F words I got? I think I got.
No,
I can't do it.
It's pretty petty in my adult years.
Adult years?
Yeah.
So, Cash, how do you break up with somebody? Let's go ahead. Let's keep it moving.
Shit, man. I break up in many ways.
Did we lose Sam? All right, David, how you break up with somebody? We come back to Cash.
I'll call you.
Still talking?
The best way, I'm gonna say the most pettiest shit I ever did is I arranged a date where we went on a date, but it was like the final date type shit, and it was like, yeah. So while we ordering food, I'm like, I'm breaking up with you, but you know, I'll take care of this dinner, but this is the last dinner we're gonna eat together type shit. Like we can eat together.
I feel like I just fall back till I bump my fucking head. I just fall back. Like I fall all the way back. And then like maybe about 3 or 4 days, you know, and then that's why I'd be like, you know what? I can't do this no more. Like if you ain't get the memo, then all you obviously ain't my type because you ain't that smart.
I never broke up with someone before.
Oh, hold on, please say something to me real quick because he about to say a fridgeism. Go ahead.
Nah, I never broke up with anybody before, man.
Damn, you just broke up a lot.
Wait,
Wait, hold on. Ever? Never?
Wait. Didn't you just
went our separate ways.
Yeah, you did say you just broke up with your lying ass.
No, I didn't say I broke up with him. That's a deal breaker.
Oh, he said that's a deal breaker. So what happened? So you just dealt with that crazy ass laugh that she left you?
No, I just stopped calling.
But that's a breakup.
That's a breakup?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was a method. I just thought that was some asshole shit. Like I saw it on TV, so I thought I would try it.
It works. It's called ghosting.
It works. I thought
ghosting, that's what it's called.
My whole life, I thought breaking up, you had to actually say we breaking up, or there has to be like some kind of way. Oh, I ain't know. I thought I was just
tell you I'm breaking up with you if I actually had love for you. Like if I ain't got no love for you, I don't owe you shit. I ain't gonna tell you shit. I'm just gonna ghost. Peace. Yeah, and I'm not changing the music, and I'm not blocking you. I'll let the calls come in. I'll just not answer.
Okay, well then I break up with a lot of people. Then I changed my answer.
All right. Real quick, Davida, so I can go to the chat. How do you break up with people?
Block them. Just block them. Stop. Yeah, just block them. I don't
Pretty
know.
rude.
Block of flames.
No, I don't know. It's like some people are slow. They don't get the hint. Like if I'm not answering your calls, if I'm not responding to your texts, if you inboxing me and I'm not hitting you back, if you're trying to get me on the DM. I mean, after a while, it's just got to be like block.
Damn. And when they see you in the grocery store, be like, hey, that's my girl. Be like, no, that was last month, nigga.
Yo, you see what Gene said in the chat, man?
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Gene, I respect the answer. That's probably how most of my breakups happen too.
Yeah. Gene says, I just disappear or get into another relationship and eat popcorn when the drama starts. Damn.
Like,
hey, that's kind of true.
Like, oh, you got a girlfriend now. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we were messing around. Well, yeah, we were messing around, but you wasn't my girlfriend. Oh.
Damn, wow. You cold as hell. Fridge like that kind of shit because he's a low-key scumbag.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You're not allowed to wait for somebody to call me a scumbag. He's like, you too damn nice to these hoes.
Latel says, oh,
Like,
there's
why
no
would
such
you
thing
do
as
that?
hoes.
I mean, that's what people
Latel
say.
says, throw a smoke bomb, block her number, and act like you got amnesia when you see her again.
Dang. He broke up with her on the 4th of July?
Yeah. Nigga, fireworks is illegal any other time of the year.
On smoke bombs?
Angel says, I guess I'm basic. I did more than break up. I divorced him. The right way, though. Talked again, then deuces. Okay.
Damn.
You are legit crazy. Let's see.
You call it crazy?
So Shayla says, I don't like your kid
It's
or
called
your
crazy.
family. You need to grow up. So that's how you broke up? Damn.
Wow.
Hey, that's cool.
Is there a nice way to break up with somebody? Everybody some assholes.
No.
Y'all, hey, chat, y'all some assholes,
I
man.
broke up with somebody nice. I gave him a parting gift and everything.
What? You broke up with her around Christmas?
Yep.
Damn, I think that's just cold, man.
No.
If you dating around Christmas, you at least got to stay together to New Year's.
No, here you go. Everything.
No, that's not.
You don't have to. I don't have to be uncomfortable just because you want to be uncomfortable. No.
No, I don't have to be uncomfortable just because you suck. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Real
If I'm
deep.
breaking up with you, you suck. Like, point blank. Because I'll build somebody up. Like, I'll support somebody. I'll help you. So if I'm breaking up with you, like, you suck.
Shout out to all Cash's exes. So
Shout
y'all
out to all
suck.
Cash's exes. You suck. And with that being said,
You suck.
hey,
Damn.
production says we gotta keep it moving. Davida, it was dope chatting with you. You stay right there till you see, because we're gonna bring you back.
Cool.
Okay? Stay right there. We're gonna bring you back in a few,
Y'all say toodaloo to her for a minute. Toodaloo.
just for a second. And it,
Put the deuces up.
and you know, we're just gonna chill out. Make sure you like and share this and go ahead in on what you're going head in on, because this is what we do and how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Live every Sunday around 4-ish.
Foolish.
All right?
Why you play my song?
You don't got the rights to that song.
Okay, we'll just turn it off. Just let me do my version of it.
Drugs dissolving on my tongue turn to a habit. I know some killers tatted teardrops on their alley.
Why Cash like he waiting on the school bus?
I know some
Hey, first day of school, fresh as shit. He had them clothes laid out since 4 o'clock Sunday night.
She told my dick I used to back up at the Hyatt. My daddy say his first day out don't matter no tight shit. We make it hard for you to eat. Hood diet. Right before my eyes, I say the hood diet. Falling victim to these streets, I wish I would try it. Yeah. Bring back
New Little Dirt. Remembrance.
Make Kanye black again.
Your boy Life.
Hey.
I got friends to the right.
Cash.
Cash in the fitted
Cash, how long it take you to get ready on the first day of school?
My shit be laid out the night before.
How long it take you to get ready? I need to know how long it take you to get ready the first day of school, man.
I'm the type of person, I'll iron out like 5 outfits for school and then make the decision when you sleep.
Hey, 5 outfits, 3 pairs of shoes. You trying to figure out which one blend right.
And he ain't from my block, so we need half a
Go ball.
How
long it take you to get ready, man?
Before he
All right,
died,
cut that shit. Shut up with
About
your
20
dumb
minutes?
ass question. It's
That's a
the
good question,
Cash
man.
Report. Get out your feelings and get in your bag, please. And thank you. Cash, what up, what up, what up, what up?
What up, what up, what up, what up? All right, so if you guys have been following the Cash Report, the first time we talked about how to fill out an application and ways to augment it and change it in ways that would get you better interviews or opportunities. The second Cash Report, we talked about how to negotiate and make decisions based on which job offer to take. This time, we're going to actually talk about the negotiation process of your work, right? Because a lot of people, especially when you're closer to this complexion, they feel like that this job is doing you a favor by hiring you. Now, don't get me wrong. There definitely needs to be a sense of gratitude in your voice and in the conversations that you have while, doing the interview process for the job. But once you get to the offer process, it's time to switch gears. And when you switch that gear, now we're talking about you're paying me for my life at this point, because you're going to see me more than I get to see my children, more than I get to see my wife, more than I get to see my parents. If I have pets, more than I get to see my dog. I'm going to spend more time with you than anything else, period. And the compensation for that needs to be adequate. And that's where a lot of people really don't see that, because you don't get it. But if you're working 40 hours or more a week, you're definitely spending more time at work than you're spending it doing anything else, period, right? And so you have to be able to put a number or put a figure to that and make sure that you hard set. Negotiations are not insulting, because the person that ends up paying you isn't the person that you're talking to. So if you're talking to a manager and they say, hey, your starting salary is 40,000, you're like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm awesome, I want 50. There's nothing wrong with saying that, because the only thing they can do at that point is counter offer. And that's just how it goes. Like, I'm the type of person, I've had to negotiate with some of the most difficult people. One of the hardest negotiations I did was, I hope I don't get in trouble for name dropping, but it was with Barbara Wynn. When I got my supervisor position, she was the person that gave me the call. And if anybody knows her personally, she's pretty stern, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, I want this amount. And she was like, no, you're getting this amount. And I was like, well, how is that calculated? And she was like, well, you take this and you add this, and then we come up to this amount, and you can only go up a maximum of, I think it was like 15% or 25%. And I was like, well, if the max is this, and I'm here, and I punch in the numbers, that puts me there. So can I get that offer? And so we ended up switching, because the thing is, the best thing to do, period, because I know I'm kind of like losing people, get Glassdoor app. If you get the Glassdoor app, it'll give you the average salary of whatever position you are applying for and whatever job you're applying for. That way, they don't undercut you, they don't low sell you. It's their job to try to get as much out of you for the least amount possible. It's your job to make sure they don't. That's the Cash Report.
Yo, we and any of our affiliates hold zero responsibility for the outcome and the results of ourselves of the show.
Absolutely. And I feel
like
we trying to get you to get out that bag. I mean, get in your bag, get out your feelings. I definitely appreciate the empowering and embodiment of the people the same complexion as us and our brand. And like I said, if you are here, if you're sharing this and liking this, you are a part of our brand. And all we do is want to build you up. Uh-oh. I hit that note. Do it again.
Hey,
never mind. And I learn. Anyway, good shit, Cash. We do appreciate you, but you know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this? Cash.
Okay.
What's up?
Hey, whose man is this?
Come on, man. Now, I'm about to play something for y'all. I do want y'all to know this is sensitive, what you're about to hear.
Oh, damn.
All right. Read that real quick.
Hey, man, we and any of our affiliates hold zero responsibility for the outcome of our results. Oh, shit.
Try it again, please, sir. Thanks.
We and any of our affiliates hold zero responsibility for the outcome as a result of ourselves and our show. Sorry, people.
Alrighty. Again, this is our second woman whose man's is this of the week. It goes to a young Flocka bird from Baton Rouge. I'm gonna put it up here real quick, and I'm gonna sit you to the side real quick for me, Cash, if you don't mind, and we're gonna play this real fast.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know who that is. Man, y'all hear shit.
Now her cousin has to call.
Hello. What up, hello?
What's up, cuz?
What up, son?
Man, you just gonna let your friend get raped like that?
Man,
You ain't got nothing to do with that, huh?
she know. Whooping her.
See, beating that little dude up.
Yo, you hit it?
Man, she get mad.
Wow. As you see here is Polo Signs Kyra. Here's her Instagram too as well. She's a manager, it says, at McDonald's. No wonder the ice cream machine never works. Let me bring Cash back because I'm fit to go in. I feel it. I'm about to lose my shit. This is crazy. This young lady sit there while her friend was getting raped, beaten, abused in the next room and thought it was funny. Her cousin called in and actually just go sit there and let it get raped, let old girl get raped. And it's like it was a game, it was a joke. She was on IG Live while this was happening. She didn't want to threaten to call the police, beat on the door, ask what's going on. I can understand if you didn't want to get harmed yourself, but you think it's funny, little bird. You think it's something to be laughing at. I remember in my day, women wouldn't even let their friends go to the bathroom by themselves. You remember how you used to have to
Buddy system.
Yeah, you couldn't listen. The ugly one would sleep on your couch.
What?
They'll do everything to talk her out of going home with you. And now this it's funny that she's out here that her friend's getting raped. She literally says, "You're raping me." The integrity. Who raised you, Ronald McDonald? Because that's some clown ass shit, Miss Manager at McDonald's. I don't understand. Former cashier at the Polo Outlet. I looked in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. What the hell's in the water down there? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what's happening with this young lady who thinks it's funny while somebody else is getting battered in the next room. And then this bitch ass nigga has the nerve to call in saying, quote, and I quote, he beating that little booty up. No, he's beating that little girl up. And he needs to get beat the fuck up. And you need to get this shit. I don't condone violence, especially not to a woman, but somebody, that girl and three of her sisters need to beat the shit out of you till you can't stand up.
We and any of our affiliates hold zero responsibility for the outcome as a result of ourselves or our show.
Your moral fiber is the consistency of a Walmart bag. Paper thin, see-through. As soon as you put a gallon of milk in it, the handles will tear. Your mother should have tricked for $350 and aborted you. I don't understand. You are a waste of space. I don't know where your soul's going to after it dies, but hopefully it's someplace hot where that same nigga could be on top of you, pounding you in your face.
Oh my God, we ain't in any of our affiliates hold zero responsibility with the hell life.
I'm disgusted. It's deplorable. Your behavior, young lady, is not something to take lightly.
Oh my God. Somebody hold up a sign and say they agree. I'm not going to say.
That's production.
That's your wife.
Yeah.
And we and any of our affiliates hold zero responsibility.
I don't understand.
Hey, Cash, man, weigh in, man.
Hey, man, fuck that disclaimer.
Oh, damn.
Like, I'm going to keep it all the way
right
real.
now. Keep that shit
1,000.
1,000.
Like, the thing is, the shit that happens when shit like this happen, like, it's not always recorded, but we know it's going on. We know that shit like this happens. We know that people have to go through things like this, and we know that so many times it'd be the smallest thing that somebody can do to stop some of the worst things that ever happened in your life from happening, but nobody spoke up, nobody said nothing, and then this clown ass person goes and turns around and tries to get likes and views and clout off of this shit.
Clout chasing ass bird.
Because here's my thing. If you were on live and you were dancing and you heard the shit in the background and you were like, damn, what the fuck is that? That's different. No, she went on live and didn't do anything but specifically sit close enough for us to hear somebody else be tormented. And that's sick. And this is why when I say things like some people need to die, it is what it is. Because if she dies, then the world is a safer place because now that girl gets to pick a better.
So production said he wants us to get a female perspective on this. While I'm bringing her on, so Davita, get ready to get back on in a second. This is a weird thing that happened, right? The other day, before I went on vacation, one of the assholes on my team that worked for me, he asked the female, if your husband or your man decides to have sex with you while you're asleep, he asked, was it rape? He asked 4 women that, and they said no, and he asked 3 men that, and they said yes. These are younger girls, of course, and I guess they felt like, yeah, wake them up. It's consensual until it's not consensual. You understand what I'm saying? If she can't consent, then it's not consensual. And I think maybe that's the mind state of the younger generation. I don't know. She was in there. I'm not trying to make any excuses for this ass broad, but
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? Because
for me, right? Because when I first saw it, I automatically put myself in the mind state of the person that is filming it. And I'm just like, what has she been through in her life to make her think that shit's okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck touched her to make her think, oh, it's okay for me to sit in the other room while this is happening? You know what I'm saying? Because like somebody like myself, as soon as I hear somebody that I think about was her, I would be like, yo, this ain't right. At least get out the room, you know what I'm saying? To see if you can find help in other places if you're not going to intervene your damn self. So to me, the person that was inside the other room probably has already done that to her, which if that's the case, then she needs to say something. Or she has had situations where she feels like what happened inside that room was okay. And that's more of a problem for me because that seems like some kind of a sex traffic thing going on over there and ain't nobody breaking it up. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's crazy. Davita,
like, something happened to her too.
Welcome back, darling. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm heartbroken though. This is really sad. This is the first time I'm hearing this clip. And have we really like become so desensitized as a people? Like this is barbaric. I don't understand like how you, I don't get it. It don't make no sense. Like the girl got some serious mental issues. Like you said, it's like, who touched you?
You can hear?
Can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. She's so desensitized. It's like the whole, that's her people, that's her family, her cousin?
Yeah, they were family. Yeah, they was like, I think they're friends, but it's been rumors saying that they're sisters, they're cousins.
No, see, the problem is that this is normal for her.
Right, exactly.
And it's really heartbreaking because this is
not the first time. She's seen it before.
This is the reality of some people. Some females, this is their day-to-day lives. And this is like how some people, I never forget, I worked in a mental health facility for young children where they were molested and raped and had accidentally killed their siblings, like all kind of horrific things. This is reality for a lot of people. Yeah, and it's sad.
This is sad. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I hate to pass judgment on this young lady, but it's got to be something in your body needs to tell you that this is wrong, no matter how much has been done to you or to the next person. Something has to give, you know. And
even more on that though, fuck the police, because the police did show up. I don't know if y'all saw like the latest stuff, but the police did show up and they put out a statement that said no one was injured or no one was hurt, and the people inside the room did help. That's what the police statement stated. So basically, they didn't arrest anybody. Nobody was taken into custody. The girl said that she was not raped.
She said she was beaten and suffocated, and she thought she was gonna die.
She said the guy was back there trying to suffocate her, and that's why she was screaming like that.
So intervene on that.
But yeah, even still, you're police officers. You supposed to take somebody to jail. At that point, you take somebody to jail.
And he needed to go to jail until some shit. I feel like they pull, and you may have to read this disclaimer, but they pulling people over who shooting. I mean, they pull people over who just driving regular and shooting their ass to death. And one time you want to accidentally shoot somebody, cops, and you drop the ball.
You saying this the time you were supposed to accidentally shoot somebody?
No, I'm just saying. You heard what Cass said.
Somebody got to die.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's keep it moving, guys. Final thoughts. Davida, ladies first. Oh, hold on, Cass. You got something to say real quick?
No, I'll save it for final thoughts.
All right. Davida, ladies first. What's going up? Cash is next.
All right. Final thoughts. Look, pregnant ladies, sit your ass down somewhere. Stop sleeping with your crush.
Oh, wow, sis.
Look, anyway, just hit me up on my Instagram, Davida Caloca. I'm going to put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments and hit her up.
Yeah, hit me up. You got some lyrics? You got something you want to share with me? Get at me.
That's her wave, guys. She wants you to know the wave. Make sure you ride it. Cash. Final thoughts for me, sir.
One of the things I want to take away from this, because we did spend a lot of the time talking about the young lady that didn't do anything in that altercation or situation, whatever the situation is. But I want to find the guy that was involved, the man that was involved, because he definitely ain't dodging no bullets. I'm not missing none of that action because he definitely
want all the smoke, pussy.
Yeah, I definitely do. Because as men, we gotta hold each other accountable, and we gotta allow women to hold each other accountable as well. We can't keep crossing the line and stepping on each other's toes, because some things we just don't know how to handle, and we just don't know how to hold someone accountable for. And as men, when it gets to a certain level, we get physical. We can't do that when we cross over to dealing with problems with other people. And we really shouldn't do it with each other, but because we understand it, and that's what it is. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
All righty, Fridge.
Man. I look real tall for some reason.
Shut your ass up. Fridge, let's go.
Man, I got a real simple final thought, man. Everybody need help. So talk to your peoples, man. Like, you don't know what people are going through. Everybody pretty much had a pretty good week this week, I believe. Me and my family have been through some shit this week, so appreciate everybody reaching out, showing love for my wife and everything she was going through. But talk to your peoples, man. Like you know what I'm saying, the same like the whose man's is this that we just had this week. Like that shit could have been avoided if y'all could have talked to them and tell them, hey, don't go to whoever house that is, because them niggas do wild shit over there. Like, talk to your peoples, man. Don't let them go out there like that, because that shit's sad. And she should have known better than to do that.
Word. My final thought is I want to give a shout out to, I think, the strongest person that any of us know, which is Monica Hagler.
Oh.
She dope AF. And she's holding it down. She's doing some shit that can't none of us do. And that's kicking the shit out of anything that comes her way. And just that she's just here. She made it out of bed after going through chemo.
Come in, babe.
Right here.
Man.
Come on this camera, girl. Oh wow, sis. We don't care nothing about that.
Y'all give her a hand.
Oh wow, sis. Get on here. Get on here. Come on. She try to touch your hair. No, you come have a seat.
Use clap emojis in the chat.
Yeah, I need hard eye emojis.
I'm off, y'all. We're gonna finish the show for me.
Also, while she's out here, this right here is my second mama right here. The only person I know who bossed me around more than my wife. But she's been through it and she's still here, right here. Go ahead, say something for us. Just say something.
What's up, y'all? I appreciate all the support.
Don't drink that Flint water right there. Don't drink.
I mean, it's my man.
Yeah, but it's Flint water though. I don't want you.
Anywho, appreciate you guys for real.
And I got a long list of shout outs just to the Cash App people. Casey, aka Brass, check his music out. He's dope AF. Roberta, thank you very much. Check out her wine. We dropped that before. Angel, she takes dope ass pictures. Holla at her. Ebony, thank you. Amber W, thank you. Desiree P, she's gonna be on there next week. Joey H, we got Randy And unfortunately, we have Eugene who helped us out. Unfortunately.
Hey, send it back. Send it back.
What's that? Say, oh yeah, oh, so yeah, we about to send that dollar right back to you, bitch.
We sending it back.
Jeez, man, the boy said send your dollar back. Send another dollar, man.
Oh my goodness.
We appreciate you guys, man, for holding the plan down. Thank you, Davita. Remember Davita Loca. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna put this Cash App up, and don't forget Saturdays. We back. Ain't no vacation. We done. Shoot your shot Saturdays. Every Saturday. Go ahead and shoot your shot.
Baby, say whose name is this?
Whose man is this?
Okay, that was jazzy. Are you tired of being a dry dick, lame ass, bitch ass nigga?
What?
Is your social life lame AF?
It was the damn same.
Please reach out to us and shoot your shot on Saturdays. I will help you get laid. Thank you.
All right, promo. Yes.
Also, if you have not yet hooked us up and donated to the cause, remember we are trying to be bigger than that. The brand is bigger. We need all the help we can. Please Cash App us. It is on the screen. It's Whose Mans Is This Cast. Make sure you capitalize the W, capitalize the M, capitalize the I, capitalize the T and the C when you're doing such. The PayPal will be in the group today when I leave. I forgot to get a screenshot of it. Guys, we appreciate, we love all everything that you guys do for us. Everything that we do it for you. And also, I believe the children are the future.
She's still sweating.
Let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride and make it easier.
Let the children
Dream laughter and
remind us how we
used to be. Donate, you cheap broke ass bitch. And also please inbox us at whose mans is this at gmail.com for promo. Never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I have my dignity. Fuck that. Because the greatest love of all